Well, good afternoon. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday. I had to think for a minute. July 8th. Where did that person go? There was just somebody there. I don't know where they went. Anyway, today is Tuesday, July 8th. My days are confused because I usually clean on Mondays, but I cleaned today. But we have a couple birthdays today. We didn't have any yesterday. Today is Deborah Korb, Korb. Deborah! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Deborah. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha. And it's also Jean Bonham, Bonham, Jean. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jean. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha. Well, I hope both of you have a great, great birthday. But I noticed that I missed Barbara, but that's because she didn't tell me until I was doing my comments yesterday, that her birthday was on Sunday. So I have you in my calendar, Barbara, so I'll sing to you next year on time. But I hope you had a good birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barbara. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you had a great birthday, and I hope Jean and Deborah have a great birthday today. Oh, I'm so tired. I actually put my air back on because Jim was working outside. I was working in the house. Like I said, I wanted to not eat, and now I realize I haven't eaten, and it's 20 to 3, and I'm a little hungry, but I wanted to get this little bit of running around done before I sat down to relax. And I can't really relax because I don't have a book to read. I did finish my book yesterday. I knew they were going to paint these lines. They painted the lines. Oh, I told Christy Sunday, I said, they'll probably paint the lines on Monday. And sure enough, they did. Because we just got new road here. They repaved our road. So it's very nice, smooth now. Not so bumpy. Anyway, I didn't want to eat. So anything bad. I didn't want to eat anything bad. And I was going to sit down and have a banana and an egg and all that. And then I just thought, well, I'm just going to clean the toilets. And then I thought, nah, I might as well do the sinks. Yeah, I might as well do the mirrors. Might as well wash the rugs. Oh, you know what the hell, let's just clean. So I started to clean, and Jim went outside and he did my weeding for me. And so to be the nice wife that I am, I put the air conditioning on for him because I knew that he was going to be hot when he came in. And I also went outside and brought him a tall glass of ice water. That's the kind of gal I am. I charged my microphone, so hopefully you can hear me now. But I had a little bit of running around to do, so I thought I'd bring you. I was sad to see that Edie's leaving YouTube. I'm trying to talk her into just doing a once a month, just do whatever, whenever, and pop in and just let us know what's going on. So if you are following Edie's channel, I think she's still got her shorts up. I think she took the regular videos down. But put the notification bell on because she might surprise us. I might talk her into surprising us once a month. Her channel name is Edie's Adventures. It's not Edie's Weight Loss. It's Edie's Adventures. And Ray's going to be retiring, so she's got some adventures going on with that. It's Roman's senior year, so he's going to have a lot of activities with that, whether it's his plays or his band or whatever. So I told her, I said, we'd love to see her garden, how she's doing with her garden. I said, you don't have to assign yourself, like you got to do it every day or once a week or whatever. Just one day when you feel like you're sitting in the backyard enjoying a baseball game. I don't know how that can be enjoyable, but maybe you could. I know she watches on, I don't know. Bring a TV outside and then film on your phone. I'm telling you, Edie, we're going to miss you if you don't do that. Once a month. And it doesn't even have to be like on the third one. It could be like, on the 2nd of this month, I'm going to do something. And then next month, not do anything till like the 15th or whatever. I just want to see you. I like seeing you. I can always FaceTime her. I know that. But you guys don't get to see her. Oh, buddy, don't do that. He's running across the main highway rather than crossing at the light or a crosswalk. Anyway. So we had some running to do. I have to go to Lowe's. I have to get some bird food. So that's going to be our first stop is Lowe's. Then I got to go to the library because my books are in. So I'm going to pick my library books up. I did pay bills this morning. How exciting was that? Let me tell you. Exciting. So I need to get a new check register. I don't do automatic payments on a lot of things. I have to call Apple too because I got charged for something by Apple.com. But I got something in the form of a text and a reply to that. And I didn't want to, I don't reply to any text messages like that where they say use this link. I never do that. I always call. But I know that's going to be a long wait for that. Oh, okay. I was wondering why are we waiting? The light is green, but there's a ambulance coming. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Yeah, there was a really bad accident there last week. I told you that there was one fatality. But anyway, this is bad. I'm sure all places are bad, but they're bad. These are like one of the top five things in the state. This little area. So you think they'd figure out something that they could make it a little bit safer. But who am I? A mere mortal in the whole scheme of things. Plus, they're going to do what they're going to do. That's for sure. So, and the sad part is, like, you could be just going along, minding your own business, not doing anything wrong. That's what happened last week. Was the guy ran the red light. He was going so fast that he hit somebody that was legally turning left, and he was going so fast that he went into a rollover. That the people that were on the other side waiting for the light, they had no choice. They were just sitting there waiting for the light. 4 of those cars got involved because he rolled into them. And it's like, you're just sitting there, just sitting here minding my own business, and somebody can come up and ram me. I always look behind me because I always think, I always give myself space in front of me just in case the guy behind me is not slowing down quick enough for me. I even got a blister. Can you see my blister today? That's sad because you shouldn't get a blister just from washing the floors. But, if I can figure out a way to get a blister, I'm going to get a blister. That's the way it goes. And then, I think what else? Green, let's go. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. I think I still have a sausage left from Sunday that I think I'm going to have for my dinner tonight. I think I'm just going to have it when I get home. That'll be my lunch, breakfast, dinner, all that. And a little side salad with it. I had a salad for lunch yesterday. It was delicious. I'm so glad I did. It was so good. But, anywhooser, we are now at Lowe's. Not too many people here, so that's good. I can get in and out really quick. Hopefully. Sometimes you say it and it doesn't happen. But anyway, I'll let you know if it was successful. Well, guess what? They didn't have the bird food that I like. But that didn't mean I left without purchasing something. I had one before, but it broke. So now I gotta remember where I parked. Oh, the fun of getting old, not remembering where you parked. Pretty sure I parked down here. Let's see. Yep, there I am. Okay, next stop, the library. Okay, they didn't have the kind of bird food I like. The bird food they had, my birds make a mess when they eat, and it falls on the ground, and the seed turns to grass or whatever, and then I gotta always be pulling it. But I found this other kind of seed that doesn't do that. So, anywhooser, I think I'm gonna go to Starbucks. There's not a line. Oh, there's a line now. There's a line now. Forget it. That's not to say that I won't be hitting Starbucks on the way back from the library. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, they didn't have the bird food, but they had those little, like wind catchers or whatever, and had a little hummingbird on it or a cardinal or something. And I think they're cute. So And I like it because at the very end of my sidewalk going up to my front door, there's like a little tiny little curve there that people trip on, they don't see. So I like to put something there. Like I usually have a potted plant or something there so that they can see it, so they don't trip on it. I'm always thinking. Although I told you my godmother sued me. She fell off my porch when I was renting. The way the porch was situated, the door didn't swing the right way. So if you came out the door, you would think naturally that you would just go to the left and step down a step. But no, you were supposed to go straight forward. And she stepped off the porch and fell and broke her arm. So she said, well, I'm not suing you. I'm suing your insurance company. Well, she ended up, because I rented from the church, she ended up suing them too. So, because I remember my Father Lombardi says, do you happen to know an Agnes Marsack? And I go, yeah, that's my godmother. Oh, well, she's suing me for falling off your porch. And I said, well, I did, which was true. I said, I had mentioned it to somebody. I think it was Mr. Mallet was the one that was in charge of the house and everything. I says, I did mention it to Mr. Mallet that I thought it was dangerous, especially with my kids, that there should be a bar there or something to keep people from knowing that there's no steps there. He says, well, that's the first thing we're going to work on. And it was. Before they even paid a settlement out, they put that out. So when the insurance company came out, the railing was there. But when they asked me if it has always been there, and I told them no. Oh, shoot. Let's go. Let's go here so we don't get hit by the train. Not hit by the train, but caught up with the train. We're going to go a different route. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. She didn't want to let me in, but she had no choice. There's another way to get to the library that I don't have to worry about crossing over the railroad tracks. So that's the way we're going to be going. Because as much as Edie and Roman love their trains, me not so much, because they just hold you up. Especially that one. There should be a law at how many cars they can pull. Because, oh my gosh, sometimes you can sit there for a good 25 minutes. Especially if they get caught up in the tracks or whatever. So, I know this is totally illegal what I'm doing, but you know what? If I ever get pulled over for a ticket and I don't deserve the ticket, I'm never saying a word, because it'll make up for all the tickets I should have got in my lifetime. And I'll just gladly accept the ticket. Although I probably would say, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong, but I'll take the ticket. Not that I have a choice. They're going to give you a ticket no matter what. So, now they're going to do this road. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, they need to be done. And they have to do them in the summer, I realize, because you can't do them in the winter. But my thing is, spend the money the first time you're doing it. Do it right, so that like 3 years down the line, you don't have to be repairing the work you did, and you have to tie everything up again. And you're still paying the money, because you're paying it just 3 years later. Not like you're getting out of paying it, because you're still paying it. See, I'm not the only one that's doing it. Everybody saw the train. They're all going this way. We're not no dummies. We know the way around the tracks. So, my blister's really starting to hurt now. Yep, there's a train. Still going. Still going on. Come on, I'll let you out. Because I'm going that way. So now we are officially at the library. Oh, it's pretty crowded. I wonder if in the winter I do a book of the month club, and then I go for the meetings and talk about the book. But last year's I didn't like. I picked the wrong book group, and I did not like their choices of books. It was not up my alley, as they say. Okay, let's see if my books. I think the kids must have drawn stuff on. Well, they did. They drew stuff on the sidewalk out here, and there's a man out there. He's looking at me like, "What are you doing? Who are you talking to?" And he's going around reading what they wrote on all the pictures. Anyway, my next 5 books are right in the order. So I got the next one is Betrayal of Breach of Duty is the next one I'll be reading, and then after that is Birds of Prey, and then after that is Partners in Crime, and then Long Time Gone, and then Justice Denied. And then I kept thinking, why did I get this one, Day of the Dead? And then I looked, and it's not even a J.P. Beaumont series, but it's about a killer. So that's all that really matters, I guess. So I think it's just a freestanding book, one of her freestanding books. So we will read that. It doesn't say anything about J.P. Beaumont, and it doesn't say anything about any of her other characters that she follows. So we will see what we will see when it comes time to read that book. Not like I won't read it. Okay, now we are headed to, hopefully I'm going to get a Starbucks. Hopefully we're going to get a Starbucks. But if not, we're going to go to the bank. I got to get a check register. Like I said, I don't do automatic payments. Okay, he was too busy reading all the other stuff. I guess he doesn't see me here. He would have ran right into me. Oh no, he's going to back right into the other car. Oh my gosh. I know, you know what, I'm going to be 75, and I do believe that when you reach a certain age, and I'm saying as a 74-year-old that's going to be 75, that you should have to go and redo your driver's test. You really should. And I wouldn't have a problem doing it, as long as they didn't ask me to parallel park. As long as they didn't ask that. But, oh, buddy, I don't know if he's going to make it home safe. He pulled right out in front of that car. How that car didn't hit him, I have not a clue. But anyway, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he got out of there without getting hit. I really don't. Anyway, like I said, I think that there should be a mandatory thing, like once you reach a certain age. I'm maybe not 70, but I would think. I don't see the harm in it. I really don't, because this man in front of me should not be on the road. He almost hit me. He almost got hit. At least he stopped for the light. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm glad they got my books. And then I was like a chatter with the, I donated a book. And she says, you know, you can always go online and we can get it from another library. And I said, yeah, but you don't have them at the other libraries. I looked. I said, that's why I bought it. I said, but it was only $7.99, so it's not a big deal. I said, but now if somebody wants to read the series, thanks to me, they can continue on. And she says, well, that's nice. She says, you know, we get a lot of people donate books. I said, yeah, okay, now he's going to the bank. Get off the road. Get off the road. Let you out, but there's nobody behind me, so you can get out. You can get in there now. Anyway, this Chick-fil-A is always, you can just pull right in. The Chick-fil-A by Christie's house, there's always a long wait. But this one, I don't know why. People were afraid when they put it in, because this is, like I said, the bad area where all the accidents are. But they really thought there'd be lots of accidents because of it. But so far, haven't seen any. So, anyway, I'd like the smell of a clean house. So when I go home, I'm going to smell the Pine Sol from the bathroom, and then the floor cleaners that I used. Jim usually does the hardwood floors, but I figured since he was outside doing the weeding in the heat, I would do the floors. So I did do the hardwood floors too. And then obviously I vacuumed and dusted and all that. They say what you're supposed to do is vacuum, then dust, then vacuum again. I dust and then I vacuum. I don't know. Makes a difference or whatever. I think the blister over here too. Oh my gosh. Has it been that long since I held a broom? It's like, so we ended up, we didn't go to Sebastian's baseball game yesterday. I might go tomorrow, but I think it's, once again, I think it's at 6 o'clock. Sophia's coming over tomorrow to cut the grass. If it doesn't rain, we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. There's a 70% chance of rain. And then I don't think, I had plans on Thursday. I was going to do something on Thursday. I can't remember what it was. Friday, I got to drive Sophia to work because Chrissy's on vacation this week, and her and Aaron are doing stuff for the day. To just them, two of them. I think they're going down to the casino. They're going to bring Aaron's dad down there, but Sophia doesn't have a ride to work. But they'd be home in time to pick her up from work. So I said, yeah, well, I'll come and pick her up. So we're going to do that. Oh, Thursday, usually Jim and I go to the fruit market to get our fruits and vegetables for the week. I think that's what my plan was. So hopefully there's not a line. Oh my gosh, there's not. It's meant to be. It's a meant to be. Sorry, but we're pulling in here. We're going to get our mango dragon fruit. I know I should just get a tea, but no, I'm getting a mango dragon fruit because I need a little bit of sugar in my system. I'm just not sweet enough. I know I am, but anyway. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, there's your invitation. I know they went right up the curb. Like up and down, but they're not old. They're young. They don't know how to drive. Anyway, so we got our drink. I don't know what more you want. I can't give it any clearer than that. Some people just need a whole written invitation to get out of there. There you go. There you go. They did it. Didn't take them long to figure it out, did it? Anyway, we're done at Starbucks. I got my mango dragon fruit, which I know I think it's only, not only, but I mean it's 175 calories. It's about the same amount of calories that's in a can of Pepsi, I guess. But I wanted it and I got it. That's what's going to happen. What else I got? Oh, we're going to go to the bank and then we got to go to the Dollar Tree to get Oliver's birthday card. And then go home, have something to eat because I am getting hungry. It's a little about 3:30. So, I like having the TV outside because I like to sit outside because it's like I'm sitting in the house the whole winter, all cooped up, and it's just I'd like to get out. So yesterday I watched my YouTube videos outside, which was so nice, and then I watched Grantchester. I had taped that. I watched that, and then I watched The View. I watched that outside, and then finished my book outside too. And it was just so nice. I did finish the series Waterfront. They did set it up that there could be a season 2, but I think nowadays when they do those things that they just automatically set it up so that there'll be another season. I think that's just the way it is nowadays. So I did finish that. I think Criminal Minds on Paramount is all caught up, so I think I might start binge watching that now too. That's one of the shows that I really like to binge watch the best because sometimes I forget week to week what's going on. I could always call Kim over to Girl on her phone. She could let me know what's going on. But so Kylie's a little disappointed because tomorrow she was supposed to go to a splash park with her girlfriend, but it's, like I said, a 70 or 75% chance of rain. And the tickets are $25 a person, and they don't give you a refund if the weather is bad, even if it's a thunderstorm. I could see if it's rain because they figure you're going to be wet anyhow, so what difference does it make? So, might as well just, get wet. But I think a thunderstorm, that's a little bit more dangerous, and I think that you should give them a refund on that, or a rain check or whatever. But so they're going to go next Wednesday, hopefully, because Gary has Wednesdays off. He has Wednesdays and Sundays, but they don't like going on the weekends because the weekends are packed. Too crowded. So, talked to Christy this morning. She's just chillaxing at home for her vacation. Her dogs don't like the fireworks, so they went for a walk yesterday and somebody started shooting the fireworks off, and her one dog, Lucy, just sat down. Nope, I'm not going anywhere. Pick me up, bring me home. I'm not going anywhere. So Aaron picked her up, brought her home, and then Christy continued on with Stella, because Stella don't care. Stella does that, things like that aren't going to bother Stella. Lucy's like a scaredy doggy. But so I have no plans for dinner other than, like I told you, the sausage. Trying to think of things to talk. When I see some people on videos, they go on and they talk, and they're not the least bit boring, but sometimes I think I'm a little boring. I think I am. Anyway, we're just getting ready to pull into the bank. I'll get my check register and then go to the Dollar Tree. And that'll be it. So, okay. Maybe I'll show you, but if I get anything at the Dollar Tree, I'll show you. But otherwise, I think I'm going to end the video. It's nice having you along with me because it gives me somebody to talk to. I like listening to music sometimes, too. We can't do both because otherwise I'll get copyright infringement. So let's go to the bank here first, and then we'll decide what we're going to do after that. How's that sound? All right, talk to you guys soon. Well, I'm home now. I put my books in order over here so I can know what order I got to read them. But this is the book. Let me show you. Let me share with you what book I'm reading right now. The next in the series. This one has 342 pages. It's got quite a few more pages than the other ones. Anyway, when Bo and his new partner, Sue Danielson, are assigned the murder of an elderly woman torched to her death in her bed, Bo finds himself distracted by Sue's difficulties at home. Distraction soon turns to terror as Bo and Sue find themselves caught up in a series of events that will leave them and their carefully constructed investigation shattered. For Bo, nothing will ever be the same again. So I'm going to go make something to eat. While I'm eating, I'm going to edit this video, and then I'm going to go sit outside and read. Enjoy the rest of my day. So hope you like going with me today. I didn't bring you along with my cleaning because that was kind of boring. But my house, it smells clean. I like that. So, okay, that's going to do it. So like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we'll talk again tomorrow.